welcome everyone to Ruston, Louisiana, home to the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech, and the fans are in Joe I.A. Stadium ready to have a good time. In this one, two teams from Conference USA squaring off in a weekday clash to set the table for the weekend ahead. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Florida International Panthers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and will be underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So FIU's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys.
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Nunez. Steps away to find some room. Throwing on the run. All right, guys, let's talk about Florida International. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And the Bulldogs are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Give to the back. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man quickly. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Breaks into the open. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida International.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's last call as we've got a final between Florida and Georgia. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks the tackle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rushes on him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this defense doing a really good job with situational football. Both drives. Last drive gave up some yards, 0 points. This drive, forcing a 3rd and long. You bring on the pass rushers. You get after them in a predictable situation.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Right down the boulevard. That'll And back to within 6.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Quick completion on the out route.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on,
turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's loose down the middle. The 20. Touchdown, FIU. He got a step and just dusted the field.
this is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, Dave. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. All right, guys, let's chat about Louisiana Tech. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a three-star. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Leaves it with the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Dropping back, it's Nunez. Looking deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Let's go. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. FIU set up with another 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Let's go! Let's go! We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Back to throw, it's Nunez.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
24, Louisiana Tech, 3.
He'll bring it out. It's McIntosh. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They're looking at a 21-point hold. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They stay aggressive and push their way out. And it's first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to...
There he goes. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them. Gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
The short hand, it's Harris. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Nunez. Quickly out to the tight end. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Looking to throw. Stopped short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Louisiana Tech, 3.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Harris. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him in the flat. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. fires to the tight end. He's brought down to the 49. That is well short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Panthers will have it 1st and 10. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Here comes the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Touchdown, Florida International. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start